Welcome back, friends. We've been walking through this series together, and today's truth is one I hold close. God's strength is made perfect in our weakness. Do you ever feel like you're too weak to handle what life has handed you? I know I have. Here's the good news, though. Your weakness is the perfect place for God's strength. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly, I will boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me." I don't know about you, but I don't like feeling weak. I want to be strong, capable, and put together. But Paul reminds us here that weakness is not something we're to be ashamed of. In fact, that's where God's strength shines the brightest, is when we're weak. Paul knew this firsthand. He prayed 3 times for God to take away what he called his thorn in the flesh. We're never told exactly what it was, but we know it caused him pain and struggle, and he asked for it to be removed. And God's answer was no. It was to remind Paul, my grace is sufficient for you. And that's a hard truth to take. Sometimes God doesn't take away the weakness or the struggle. Instead, he gives us the grace to endure it. And in doing so, his strength becomes visible through us. Think of it this way. Imagine if we handled everything on our own. We wouldn't need God. When we hit the wall, when we're exhausted, when the diagnosis is terminal and there's nowhere to go, or that burden is crushing us and we feel like we can't make it anymore, that's when his strength shows up. I've seen this with amyloidosis. It's made me feel like I don't have much left to give. Some days it feels like weakness is all I have. But it's moments where God has carried me, where his presence has sustained me. His Spirit has given me words, peace, or courage that don't come from me. Looking back, I realized those were the times his power was most visible. And here's the most amazing part. Paul didn't just accept his weakness, he actually learned to boast in it. He says in 2 Corinthians 12:10, "For when I am weak, then I am strong." That doesn't mean he enjoyed the pain, he looked forward to it. It means that he discovered the secret. That weakness isn't failure. That's what the world wants you to see. Weakness is an invitation to depend on God more deeply. So if you feel weak today, you are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. But you, my friend, are in the perfect position for God's strength to be revealed in your life. Don't despise your weakness, surrender it. Because his grace is not just enough, it's more than enough. If you're walking in weakness today, remember you are standing the very place where God's strength is the most visible. Don't run from it. Lean into it. Lean into it. Tomorrow, we'll finish this journey together and we'll talk about the ultimate promise we have in Jesus. Victory that cannot be taken away. I can't wait to see you again. Till then.